Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Janely. I'm a personal trainer and I like to make videos on a bunch of different things, so go check them out. As usual, if you have any suggestions for other videos, any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to DM me, email me. Sometimes I take a while to get back to you guys, but I do try my best. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So today I figured that because it's getting to be that point of the year where people are starting to think about their resolutions, what they want to change next year, I figured we would talk about how to get your fitness journey started. So first things first, I am not a big fan of New Year's resolutions in the sense that I don't see why you need to wait for a new year to start something. I think that you should just get to it now while you want it, while you thought of it. There's no need to wait. However, I do understand that some people just want that clean slate, and so I'm here to, at the end of the day, just help you guys out with that fitness journey that you are wanting to start. So I'm just going to give a few tips for what I suggest you should follow when beginning your journey. Again, there are so many things you can do and so many things that work differently for different people, but this is kind of just a few things at the top of my head that I think are helpful to know if you are not very experienced with the gym or you just haven't been into it in a while. So first things first is you should definitely have a plan. So envision what you want to reach, what goal you want to reach, what you want to work on. I don't know if that is just increasing your endurance with cardio, if that is gaining more muscle, losing some fat, whatever the case may be, you need to think about that and kind of make almost like a vision board for yourself in your head. Make a physical vision board, whatever helps you achieve your goals more. So once you do have that vision or goal of what you want to start incorporating in your fitness journey or what you want to accomplish, you need to go and research how you are going to achieve that goal or improve on what you want to improve. I guess overall, I'm just saying have a plan as to how you're going to get your goals, so you're not just going into the gym and doing a bunch of random things and kind of just wasting your time. I've seen that happen a lot where someone doesn't really know what they want in the first place, and so they just go and do scatter machines and scattered exercises, and that doesn't really get you anywhere. Same if they do have a goal, they just don't take up the time to research how to get what they want, and at the end of the day, you just don't see the results that you want, and therefore you get discouraged. Okay, another vital piece of information that I think a lot of people don't really realize sometimes is that supplements are just that. They are supplements. They supply you with aid in either speeding up your metabolism or burning fat, building muscle, things like that. However, they don't do the work for you. So don't go and spend a bunch of money every month on these supplements and go and work out kind of mediocre. You have to put in the work and then take these supplements and it'll help you. And even so, don't feel like you need to buy supplements to see improvement. It really is just about diet and your workouts. So I see a lot of people that are able to buy these supplements, but they're spending so much money, it gets to a point where they're like, oh my gosh, this healthy lifestyle is too expensive, I just can't do it anymore, and then they quit overall. And in my opinion, it's better to spend less money on the supplements, maybe take a little bit longer in reaching your goals. Sometimes it doesn't even take longer because supplements don't always work, but anyway, it's better to chill on the supplements, focus on that diet, focus on the workouts, and just do that. Okay, so the next thing that you should keep in mind when you are starting your fitness journey is weighing yourself is kind of not the smartest idea all the time. So now this excludes any severely underweight or severely overweight people, but for the most part, weighing yourself can be counterproductive because if you're building muscle and you're burning fat, muscle does weigh more than fat, and so you're gonna get on that scale, and if you've built that muscle, the scale might say the same number that it said a month ago. It might be very similar to it, maybe even higher, and you're gonna freak out. You're gonna say, all my hard work is not working out. Why? And I always repeat this, but I feel like I have to keep saying it because I keep getting the same question as to why the scale is not shifting, but you do see that difference in your body. And so that is why I'm not a fan of weighing myself. I personally think that you should be measuring yourself more so than weighing yourself. So like measure your arms, measure your waist, measure whatever it is you want to keep track of, write it down, and do it every once in a while. Don't become obsessive with it. Again, it varies depending on everybody's personal journey. I don't know what you're dealing with, but for the most part, measure yourself accordingly and just keep track of that. In my opinion, if you are seeing a shift in the way your body is looking, you're trimming down, or your proportions are looking more like what you are going for, who cares what that number on the scale says? I don't care how big that number is or how small it is, as long as I feel like I am looking and feeling good and just according to my plan, you know? Okay, and nutrition. We all know that is a huge part of any fitness journey. So again, this varies depending on the person and the situation and your health. But for the most part, I wouldn't suggest just going cold turkey, quitting everything that is unhealthy for you, and just trying to eat 100% clean and following insane diets like keto, paleo, like whatever it is that you saw on Instagram that you want to follow. I would relax, learn how to read labels. That is so important, and I need to make a video on it. I keep saying I will. I am probably going to do that next because I need to. So anyway, learn to read labels. My suggestion, learn how to count your macros. Get MyFitnessPal, track your foods on there. Even if you're not following if it fits your macros, track your food on there because you will see everything you've had all day, and it is beautiful. Meal prep your foods ahead of time. I know everybody says to do this. It's going to take at most 3 hours of one day in the week. And that's at most. I'm saying at most. It could be a lot less. And you're just going to have all your foods ready to go for the next few days, and allow yourself a cheat here and there. Again, this depends if you are a binger, if you are severely obese or severely underweight. Like, this is not my advice to you. But if you are of decent health and you're trying to just get into your fitness journey, I suggest allowing yourself some wiggle room for treats here and there to accustom yourself to a healthier lifestyle. You know, there's nothing wrong with having something in moderation, in my opinion, of course. Now, if you want to be truly, truly healthy, you do want to work your way up to eating purely healthy all the time. But that is everybody's individual choice. However, getting started, don't make it so hard for yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Also, though, don't give yourself excuses. I'm not saying this is giving you room to go and eat trash all the time and excuse yourself for it. You got to be a little hard on yourself. But anyway, try to find that balance, and that's why I'm saying get MyFitnessPal, track your foods on there. Get used to what you're eating, get used to what you like that's healthy, you know, learn modifications to your favorite foods. I have learned that there are so many different ways to make junk foods in a healthier way, and they're still yummy. You get, your palate changes, you get used to these things, and yeah, eventually you just start craving healthy foods, and it's great. You just have to allow yourself that time to get to there. So again, just don't be drastic about anything, but also don't be super lenient. Find that middle ground. That's the question. How do you stay motivated? How do I get myself to even go to the gym? How do I get myself to actually want to eat these kinds of foods? And honestly, I wish I could tell you there's just a little button you press and you get motivated, but that's not the case. At the end of the day, you do have to want it, you do have to be dedicated, and you do have to motivate yourself. So yeah, I mean, little things that can help would be looking at someone else crushing their goals, following, you know, fitness inspos that you would like to be like one day. Again, to a healthy level, just know that your body is different than that person's body, and you may not look like them identically, but that is a motivation for you to get to the gym. Podcasts that are motivational, that just get you going. Keeping a healthy diet keeps you energized, so motivate yourself to eat healthy so that you have the energy to work out later. It's kind of like a domino effect. But at the end of the day, you do have to get your butt into the gym, even when you don't want to sometimes. You may feel like you're crunched on time, or like you'd rather just go home and chill after work. But at the end of the day, you have to remind yourself what you want, how long you've wanted it for, what it's going to help you with, how you'll feel afterwards. That's always a key for me, at least. And yeah, it's just little by little, these little insignificant workouts that you think like, oh, it's just a day, I'm just missing today, this and that, they add up, and before you know it, you are smashing your goals. And then a common question for many beginners is, how often should I go to the gym and how long should I be at the gym for? And now this varies on the person, on the type of training you're doing, on your goals. Like I said, there's honestly almost never a cookie cutter answer for anything fitness related, because everybody is just so different and everybody's goals are just so different. However, I would suggest working out from an hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I would say that is a good workout. If you are incorporating a little bit of cardio and some weight training. Now, I am not too knowledgeable on like training for marathons or training mainly for cardio purposes. That is probably going to be a different time frame. However, for me, if I'm going to the gym to just do cardio or something like that, it's usually 45 minutes tops. There's no need to be doing cardio for longer than that, at least for me. So yeah, and then the number of days that you go to the gym, again, this depends on how intense you're going, when you go, and how long you're staying. But for the most part, I would suggest 3 being the minimum, like minimum. I really suggest 4 to 6 days. Again, some people are busier, you can't fit in that much time, but then when you do go, let's say you can only give 3 days of the week, which again, I don't suggest. If you can squeeze a 4th, that's perfect. But if you can only do 3, make sure you are working out really intense on those 3 days. Try to have longer workouts, or at least just intense workouts. At the end of the day, I think an intense short workout is a lot better than a long, easy workout. So just push yourself, challenge yourself. Like I always say, the gym is not a place to just stay comfortable and stagnant, because that's how you stay stagnant. But yeah, guys, that is it for this video. I'm most definitely going to make a part 2 and part 3, because there's just so much that I can give advice on when you are starting your fitness journey. These were just a few things that have popped into my head lately that I've thought about, and I know that I'm missing so many more, so I'm going to make a list, get myself organized, and give you guys some more of my opinions and advice in future videos, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you so much again for tuning in. I love you guys a ton, and we'll see you next video.